Hello everyone, welcome to my first video in English. After so many videos in Portuguese, in the last month I've been doing quite a lot of videos in Portuguese, which you might understand what I'm doing, but not what I'm saying. Um, I hope these videos that I've done help many Portuguese and Brazilian players. Many of them have joined the Discord server we created. Um, and now I was thinking really to do a video earlier, but then recently I had COVID and I couldn't really stand in front of the computer. So I'm still recovering at the moment. My voice is not at the best. I think you can see that I still have a kind of a blocked nose a little bit. I still have a bit of headaches, but it was okay. It wasn't very smooth, but I managed it. It's fine. Um, so yeah, today, as you can see on my TV and the scarf and the T-shirt, Porto is going to start the season today. They already presented a team, and they already had a trophy won, the Portuguese Super Cup, which was kind of an easy game. And today is the first day, the first game of the league in Portugal. Okay, so yesterday Benfica played, they won easy at home with a kind of a easier team. Today Portugal is playing against easy team usually as well. Sometimes when we visit this team in their stadium, because it's in an island in Portugal, sometimes it's a bit tricky. It's a bit of wind, sometimes rain. The pitch is a bit difficult, and sometimes we struggle when we visit them. In Porto Stadium, usually we manage to win, but sometimes they make us run a lot and sweat to win the game. Obviously, I'm a Porto fan. It's just a coincidence that the game that I was playing since December of 2021, so not many months ago, that my club decided to do a partnership with Upland, and that Upland also decided to have that partnership with them. It's of course it's very interesting for me. For many of my friends who are playing Upland, maybe it's not because they are from the other clubs, but they also like the city of Porto. I used to live in Portugal, very close to Porto, just like 45-minute drive from Porto. I used to go there and watch many games and visit the city. It's a lovely city to visit. All of that thing about the port wine and cellars and the river. It's a beautiful city there. Really nice people, very friendly. If you didn't visit it, I would advise you to visit. And not only Porto, but Portugal in general is a very nice country. And speaking of that, because I think so, just to let you know, this is again my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you like my videos. I'm going to start doing videos in English now because I can see that there are many new players coming into the game that need some direction, guidance. I also have a Discord server that we speak in Portuguese, but we also have the English chat. So, if you're English, you can drop a message here or just send me a direct message to me, and we can put all the conversations in the English chat there. So even Spanish, if you speak Spanish, you can come, because I can also speak with you in Spanish. And this is so you can join the Discord server as well. I'll put all the links in the description of this video. But I would like to tell you about Porto. This is my account. This is where I'm based. I'm in San Francisco. For me, has been the best city. I started in December with Chicago, which for me as a new player wasn't brilliant. Then I came to here, Upland and Alameda, Berkeley, which was really good. It was a good kickstart for me to kind of develop and succeed in the game in the beginning. I flipped some good properties there, and I kept just a few because I needed cash to kind of go to the next city and start building my portfolio and just go like to pro and then to director, which is where I am now. So my in-game name is Rui VRS. My name is Rui. V and R and S are kind of the capital letters of the rest of my name. You know, Portuguese people have many names in our names. Okay, so but I'm Rui. So if you speak with me somewhere in the game, like Discord or something, you can just call me Rui. Um, I live in London, so um, that's reasons why I'm doing some videos in English. My accent is not like 100%. Lived in Canada as well, so my English can be a bit tricky with the would say probably. But I would like to tell you where Portugal is. If some people don't know where Portugal is, so Portugal is just on the other side of the Atlantic here, okay? Next to Spain, in Europe, as you know. And Porto is in the north. You can see it there straight away coming up. This is where Porto is. So there's a river here, the Douro River, where along the river there are many vineyards where they produce wine, and then it becomes the down wine, which is just a normal wine, and also the port wine, which is, everybody in the world kind of, I think, knows this wine. And one of the interesting parts of Porto is precisely here. We call it the Ribeira. It's the downtown, I would say. It's where you have all the nightlife, but also during the day, it's a nice place to stay. There's a beautiful bridge there with the same kind of architecture of the Eiffel Tower. It was projected by the same office kind of architects of Eiffel Tower. And but I'll leave that for another video about things that can recommend kind of areas in Porto that probably will be interesting for just before the city is released. What I would like to do today is in this first video is just basically to introduce myself, just to let you guys know that I'm who I am. I'm usually in San Francisco trying to snatch some rare treasures from Lord Vanilla or Russell Lenvy, just to mention these two because they are usually quite good. And I've seen videos of Russell, and I follow Lord Vanilla on his Discord server, which has been brilliant. I think it's amazing when one of the best, if not the best player on treasure hunting in the game actually has a Discord server where he shows all his tricks, how he does it, so that new players, if they want to earn some free UPX on these treasure huntings, can go there and try their best luck. I think that's very respectful from Lord Vanilla to do that, and I've done as well some videos already on YouTube. Okay, they are in Portuguese. I will do it in English, where I have here a video of how I succeeded on treasure hunting. Not as good as Lord Vanilla, that's for sure, because he's like number one. But I've been doing really well there, and it's a really good source of income. On top of all the city releases, flipping properties, then we have the node and all of that. I think in the future I will do videos just like I've done in Portuguese to talk about all of that, different areas where people can invest to keep or invest to sell to flip. I will do those videos. I would like to finish this video today with just mentioning about something about Porto, yeah. And I think it would be interesting for you guys to understand what the club is in a few words. So this is the symbol of the club, which obviously has a ball in here because it's all has always been connected with sports, football mainly. It has this symbol in here in the middle, which has been put into the FC Porto symbol. Initially, FC Porto symbol was kind of mainly just the ball, the blue ball here with FCP. But then after that, there was one player of Porto who was very skilled in drawing, and he brought this idea of putting inside our symbol also the symbol of the city of Porto, which actually makes all sense because Porto City and the city itself, they are like merged together. Porto plays internationally in the Champions League. People know the name of Porto. The name of Porto is the same name of the city, so it made a lot of sense. And from that symbol of the city, which is very old and has a lot of meaning, it came the dragon. Okay, the dragon was in the city's symbol. Obviously, Portugal had a monarchy at that time, and the dragon with a scarf saying Invicta. So Invicta is something that cannot be won from. So that something we'll never lose, which is amazing to have that in our symbol. And the dragon. So that's why you see the dragon in many other things in the club. It's the dragon is the symbol of the club, and you will see it pretty much everywhere. So this is the stadium that we probably are going to be able to rebuild in Upland. The dragon, there you go, in the stadium. You can see it everywhere. And this is the president of the club. He's been president of Porto for already 40 years. He is the president with more titles in the world. The most important titles Porto won was the World Cup, the club's World Cup. So Porto, to manage to win that title, they had to win first the European Champions League, which Porto did twice. And in those two times that Porto won the Champions League, Porto had to go and play against the American team who won in America. Usually they are South American teams, could be from Brazil, could be from Chile, Peru, Colombia, could be one of those teams. And Porto did win two times as well that game, that final. And we can say that Porto has been already in the past two times world champion in football. And that's all to do with this man. He was the one who, 40 years ago, when Porto wasn't winning nearly anything, who came with this will of making the club a champion club, a club that nearly every year wins, and that in the last 40 years, that's what's been happening. This is our current coach, Sérgio Conceição. He was a former player of Porto. He played for the Portuguese national team. He was really important in Porto. Then he went to Italy, to do his career after he was known in Porto. And that happens a lot in Porto, actually. Porto usually is very good in finding players in Brazil, Colombia, Argentina, Chile, and sometimes also in Europe, like France or Belgium, Russia. In many countries, I remember that throughout these years, we had a huge, a wide range of players coming from different countries. For example, at the moment, we have an amazing striker from Iran, and he wasn't a known player. Now he is known, and we know that there are some big teams considering to get him. Just this season, we had this player, Luis Diaz, who was an amazing player, who is an amazing player, and the Liverpool just came and get him. And now he's playing for Liverpool. We had Deco, who then from Porto, he went to Barcelona. Many players that we got. James Rodriguez, also another player who went to Real Madrid. We had Pepe, who started in Porto. He was playing for a small club in Portugal. We saw that he was good. We got him, and then he played for Porto very well in the Champions League. And then Real Madrid came and get him. We had Vitor Bahia, which was a really good goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers, if not the best goalkeeper in Portugal ever. And from Porto, he went to Barcelona. But examples like that, we have many of players that were in Porto and then went to Barcelona, went to Real Madrid, went to Manchester United. Just now this summer, we sold Fabio Vieira to Arsenal and Vitinha to PSG. These two young players who were former Porto players who were in the youth teams of Porto. So Porto is a team that is like the bridge from Brazil, let's say, is one of the first clubs in Europe where players come, and then from there they adapt to European football, which is quite different from the South American football. And then from there, when they are adapted, when they are already showing all their skills, they usually in the process are champions of Portugal. And sometimes, like it happened with Mourinho, for example, they won the Champions League with Porto still, and then they went to like Barcelona, Chelsea. Many players happened with many players. So this is all due to this gentleman here who had all this vision and will to make of Porto a bigger team. And then some special players we had, for example, Iker Casillas from Real Madrid came to end his career in Porto. He did really well for about 2 years in Porto. It was a pleasure to see him as a goalkeeper there. And Mourinho, for sure, you know Mourinho. He was the coach in Porto for 2 years. And in those 2 years, he won literally everything there was to win. He won in the first year the Portugal Championship. He won the Europa League, and in the next year, he was champion again. He won the Champions League. Then he left to Chelsea, and the coach who came to replace him, Vitor Fernandes, took the team to the final of the World Cup, and we won the World Cup just when Mourinho left. So Porto is always kind of recycling. Of course, we feel that it's a shame when we lose a coach like Mourinho, when we lose a player like Deco, for example, which for me was the best player I've ever seen playing for Porto. He was just absolutely amazing the way he was playing. And then he went to Barcelona to play with the best players in the world. So it's good to see that players come to Porto, they like the city. Sometimes at the end of the career, they come to Porto again to finish their career, which is, for example, happening now with Pepe. Pepe is, I think, 37 years old and is still playing, and is the captain of the team. He's playing amazingly for Portugal as well. And he still looks like a young boy, but he's already 37. So these are some interesting facts about Porto. For example, here we see Vitor Bahia, who went to Barcelona, and he was for many years the goalkeeper of Portugal. Deco in here, and then other players. You can see players from other countries, South American countries, Derlei, Brazilian, Lenichev, I believe Russian, and other Portuguese players around here. So yeah, these are some of the interesting facts about Porto. The view of inside the stadium with a Champions League trophy, one of them that we won. The Porto Stadium at night is beautiful as well. So yeah, these are some of the interesting facts about Porto. And yeah, I'd like to show you as well our server, which is Upland Portugal, just like the YouTube channel, which you guys, I'm going to leave again the links in the description of this video. And yeah, this I think is my first video here. My introduction here is done for the moment. Porto is going to play in a little bit, so I need to get ready. um, get on the sofa and get ready for the match. And yeah, I'm going to continue to do some more videos. Hope you like them. If there's something you don't like, please just let me know. Always open to make them better. And yeah, see you guys around, and enjoy the game, and see you soon. Bye bye.